Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the New York Mets. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll on the hill here today, David Peterson. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go? Stepping in, Jake McCarthy. That one ripped. Way back there. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. The Diamondbacks score first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now and watches strike one. Peterson certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Pitch is in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but...
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The Mets off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Makes the grab, 2 down.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
2 outs, base is empty. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Marte came up with 4 hits in his last game. And that one hammered way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wastes no time there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Marte scores. In there safely.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Randall Grichuk now 2 for 8 in the series so far. That's in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Lindor, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was born in Puerto Rico.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a 1-1. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. One, 2, bottom of the first. The pitch.
Ball 2.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Juan Soto.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
That one catches the zone. 0-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Batting third, first baseman.
Two down, bases empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Gurriel has it sized up. Makes the grab. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Peterson back to work. Moreno with a homer in his last game. And that's just foul. Next offering is downstairs.
Excellent
ball, 2
arm
strikes,
action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Peterson winds and deals. And a foul ball.
Nope.
Runner on the move. Fouls one off. 2-2. Moreno gets his lead at first. Nobody out. To the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting ninth, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
This is Corbin Carroll.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And that's in there for strike 1. First and second here, no outs. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. A changeup missing, and it's 1-2. Stays alive. Line drive. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Golden opportunity right here. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! Grand slam! Oh, my! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now it's Josh Naylor, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
One down, base is empty, and that is out of play. Naylor recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor throws to first in time.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Ketel Marte. Doubled his first time.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some brawn and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Back here at Citi Field. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo launched a pair of homers in his last game. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Inside, just missed. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Man, Boog, this guy's got a special eye for the fastball. He's just capable of taking away a big part of the pitcher's game.
Jeff McNeil stands in. That's through there for a strike. Just missed. Nimmo stands at second with no outs. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball. Marte on to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting six, designated hitter,
Here's Jesse Winker.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Gurriel. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 6-1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Now, Luis Angel Acuna. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Mets 1. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these D-backs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Buto gets the ball now.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Outside.
Yeah, the count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Reached on an infield single his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Here comes Gurriel. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
So man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. And it's fouled away. This to third, slides for the stop, fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Up next, for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then boom, you hear the ball hit the mitt, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Carroll at the plate and takes high there. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Moreno stands at second with 2 gone. That's off the inside corner. And now 3-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Taylor moving back. Into the bullpen and gone. He sends it out of here. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 9-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Just missed. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-0. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off, 2-2. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's down and in.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one 95 to finish him off. D-backs at a pair on the homer. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. That one missed.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Next offering down in the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings and chases a low one there. Gets to it onto first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Fought off foul. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch just misses. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. McCarthy settles under it. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Mets strand one. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Perdomo, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Fastball is outside. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Naylor lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. And another ball.
No strike.
And downstairs. Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic. In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo snags it for the second out.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one at 95 missed up top, and that is ball 1. And they'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And the Diamondbacks down in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And that one upstairs, ball one. One out, base is empty. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo tosses to first. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time up. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
That's ball two.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Hey!
Late swing, foul to the left. 2 out, space is empty. foul ball, and it remains a full count. And there's ball four.
That's ball four. Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-3.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Two outs, nobody on. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now 9-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, here's Gurriel.
Left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Buto back to work. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fights it off. You'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. One away here in the 5th. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Randall Grichuk. 0 for 2 in this one. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Reed Garrett.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one down the line, and foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
2 down, base is empty, and now the catcher comes up to him, Gabriel Moreno. Ball one there. The Diamondbacks up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Hammered, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 2. In there for strike 1. Moreno off of first with 2 away. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
That's outside. Now 1-2. On the ground to third, Acuna whips it across, and that is that. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the D-backs 9 and the Mets 3. And we're back, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Ripped on a line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
And misses inside. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Lindor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble.
And he's got a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Time called. Runner at second, 2 down. Next one off the plate inside. 1-2 to count. Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He flexes his power with that swing. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they close the gap. It's 9-5. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Zach Gallen done for the day, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now
Pitching change here, Shelby Miller. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Miller.
Here's Pete Alonso. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Carroll makes the catch. That is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 9-5. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
There's the swing and a miss.
0-1's the count. Aye. 0-2 is the count.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Perdomo in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Lined into right. Soto makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the D-backs 9 and the Mets 5. Back here at Citi Field, here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. J.P. Fireeisen up and throwing. Beeks getting loose as well. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
McNeil in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Right side. Over to first. And Winker is set down.
Third baseman, Luis Angel.
So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Pitch misses. 1-0. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch way upstairs. This one popped up. Marte makes the grab, and that'll do it. Mets leave 1. They trail it by 4. It's 9-5. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ketel Marte. Off the mark there. And it's 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Broken bat, and it's popped up. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Toss to Alonso, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Diamondbacks down quickly as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. J.P. Fireisen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
Fireisen. In his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
To third, Suarez. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. This one in the air. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Pitch
One
misses,
ball,
and the
two
count
strikes.
is 1-2. The Mets down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. The shortstop
Ball 2.
takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count's full. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
We got
Time called now before the payoff pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Gurriel trying to get there. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the D-backs 9 and the Mets 5. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Richard.
Garrett back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Started to swing, held up. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Swing and a bouncer towards third, but it kicks foul. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. This one in the air. Alonso puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Reed Garrett will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn things over to the righty, Huascar Brazoban.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
The 0-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
And that's outside. Right through there, got it. 2 out. So 2 down now, and here is Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And that one hit to first. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the D-backs 9 and the Mets 5.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Thompson.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
There's a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And before the 0-1, he asks for time. And that's downstairs and outside. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they're chipping away. It's 9-6. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the Nerd Herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit him much farther than that, Boog. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that drops in for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Out in front and foul to the left side.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up the middle, Marte throws to first in time. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Ground ball right side. Marte in plenty of time to first, and that is out number 2.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Right down to shoot. Strike one. Two down, nobody on. Luke behind second. Oh, he gloves it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 9-6 ball game. Back here in Queens, we go to the ninth, and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope. Ball one.
What a stop. And they get the out.
Now batting center fielder Jake McCarthy.
Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ripped on the ground to second, to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting shortstop Geraldo Perdomo.
2 down, base is empty. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one missed. This one smoked out to left. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And they won't add to their 9-6 lead. So they turn to their closer, A.J. Puck.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. The D-backs leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Only one out remaining for the Mets.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
And it goes just foul. And that misses. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped on a line to center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks slug their way to a win in this one.
Start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Eric Fetty. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 7:15.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Mets are looking very strong so far this season. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Yeah, going back to their early performance.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Pete Alonso.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. That one felt good. His 19th home run of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now here is Pete Alonso. And that's down and away. Fetty in his 6th season, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fetty maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The pitch. Got it. Out number 2. Here's Brandon Nimmo hitting a ton of homers this year. 2nd most in the National League. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
So 2 down. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jeff McNeil. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Nimmo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fetty throws to first, and he's back in safely. And a base hit up the middle. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That's in there.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And it's even up.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to third. Gorman throws on to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, and on the hill in this one, Clay Holmes. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity has got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Next offering upstairs. And that one sliced foul. That one blasted deep to right. Ranging back. That one hops against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Now batting Michael Ciani. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Foul ball there. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Soto makes the play. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Pedro Pajes.
Not doing anything crazy right now, but he's been solid over the last 10 games. And hey, with that batting average, if it was over the course of a full season, you're talking about Hall of Fame numbers. 333 over the last 10 games. 1 for 3 doesn't seem that impressive, but you know what? It's tough to do when you consider a longer stretch. They're going to enjoy this little run right now.
Brendan Donovan in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner on at third, one gone. Just off the outside edge, and a count 2-1.
One strike.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Mason Wynn. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. And it is gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a pair. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Siri going back on it. Say goodbye to that one. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 4-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Berg. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty, 1 away. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. That's towards center. Siri in position. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to 1 inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
Here's Nolan Gorman. He was 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
McNeil gets to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Busch Stadium, second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. There's a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 1-1.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball, left side. Fair ball.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
Man at first. Here's Jesse Winker.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Ball 1.
And that's downstairs.
Ball
and
1,
that's
no
ball
strike.
1. Winker matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Here's a 1-1. Alvarez aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Jose Siri.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He's safe.
Fires across the diamond, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the 2nd. Now up for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. Holmes back to work. Check swing, called strike. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Ball 1 there. 1 out, base is empty. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Close, but called a ball. And now 3-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one pushed foul. Well struck, right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One down, runner at third. Ciani digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. Sliced hard but foul. 1 away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Sends it across to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So up next, Brendan Donovan. RBI single his last time up.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Snags it on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And first offering is fouled off. Line to left and foul ball. Upstairs. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
There's a high chopper. Lindor retired.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Tap foul at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Soto over at first with 1 away. Right through there for a strike. And that one ripped into right. Walker pulls it down and there's 2 gone. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one drilled left field. That's back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. His 12th of the season. It's 5-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. A single his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Outside. Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Vientos at the plate now. That's ball 1. Two outs. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Alvarez will hit next. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Laser base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. And it's a 1-run game.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now Jesse Winker. First offering, and it just misses. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Right through there for a strike. Here's a chopper to short. Win. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 4. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Outside low. Now 2-0.
You know, these Cards doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Alonso steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Digging in, Jordan Walker. He's already homered in this game.
Ball, that's inside.
One down, base is empty. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
That's ball 2. That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's to third. Vientos tosses to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, catcher Ivan.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. St. Louis goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Siri. And delivers outside.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground. That's a lot of ground ball base hits.
That's inside.
And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Just missed.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Out to short, Wynn. Slings to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed. The Cardinals leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Soto, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Scott makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. And now the DH, Alec Burleson. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. Grounded out his first time up. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Close
Nope.
one, doesn't get the call.
1 ball,
and
1
now it's
strike.
even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Pedro Pajes.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Holmes ready to fire now. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Victor Scott now at the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. Rips one to right. Soto puts it away, and that is the inning. The Cards leave one. They lead at 5-4. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. JoJo Romero.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball, to slug, is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Phil Maton appears to be getting loose.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground. And foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. He makes the grab. One away. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Slapped foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. He's 2 for 2. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Two outs. Swung on, popped up left side. Win on the move. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 4. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, Michael Ciani. Holmes back to work and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Singled and scored back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. On the ground, could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And here is Mason Wynn. Inside, just missed. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, 2-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. First pitch, just misses.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That misses. 2-0. Ground ball right side. Toss to Alonso. That ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 4. Back here at Busch Stadium, top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field, and there's 1 down. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Just missed. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Phil Maton getting ready to go. King, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings through that one. The Redbirds up by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Next offering is outside. Good job to fight that one off. One down, base is empty. That one not close. Full count now. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Winker in the box now. Takes strike one. Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball, still 0-2. Alvarez at first, one gone.
One ball, two strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air, right field. Walker gets there. He's under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose Siri.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. JoJo Romero done for the night, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher on here, Phil Maton.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So up next for New York, Jose Siri has grounded out a couple of times. Just missed. Just off the inside edge. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next offering misses down and away. Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball. To the right side, Donovan tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. All even at 5 apiece. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Ivan Herrera. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And a foul ball. And that just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That was pretty nasty. And next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. 1 for 2. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
One gone, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. And that one fouled off. Outside. 1-1.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that one finds its way through. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. That's to third. Over to McNeil. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's Juan Soto.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that one misses up and in. Ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Hey.
That's a little bit low. That one hit to right. Makes the grab, one down. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Maton measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Right through there for a strike.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. That's in there. It's 0-1. And ball one. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Sends it to first. That's the third out. Nothing doing for the Mets. This ball game's still tied 5-all. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Center fielder, Victor Scott II.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering upstairs. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Right side. Soto gets under it. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Now up for St. Louis, Michael Ciani. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And that is out of play.
That's a ball.
He gets there with the slide. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. And there's the strike. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. Struck him out looking. And down in order go the Cardinals. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Kyle Leahy on the pitch here.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
So digging in, Jeff McNeil. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. King, the power lefty, up as well. That's off the mark, and that's ball two.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Scott sizing this one up. Brings it in, and there's one down. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. And now the count is even. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So a change being made at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Luis Angel Acuna. Go-ahead run on base, Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And fouled off. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. And that's outside.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, left field. Ciani calls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Winker getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Now the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. High fly ball out to center field. Scott. And that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the play. Mason Wynn. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Ryan Stanek.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
Up the middle. McNeil gets it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Oh,
That's outside, and the count is 2-0. And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Ivan Herrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Late swing, fouled off. Outside, and that is ball four. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Runner on the go. It's softly on the ground left side. Toss to Alonso. Awesome play there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
In the air, right field. Soto going after it. That is the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Ninth inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Roycroft.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Time called now. Up and in, ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
That's a ball.
And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left. Gorman throws on to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Nope.
And there's a ball. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Helsley preparing to come on if needed. King also throwing. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Across the letters at 99.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And that quickly 2 away. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. That
Off
one
the plate,
outside,
ball 1.
and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Herrera down to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Nolan Arenado.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Edwin Diaz. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. In the air to left center. Series sizing it up. Drops into the glove. One up, one down. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. In for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
0-2.
Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So 2 down now, and here is Victor Scott. There's the strike up high. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pitch misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
That's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Just misses with that one.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Now that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Ciani in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and this remains a 5-5 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Roycroft back to work. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay. Save. And the go-ahead runs at third.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on. Have the force at second first. Perhaps getting inning-ending double play. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next pitch is outside. Now before the 1-1, time is called. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One down, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Jeff Mc. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw. Save. One out, the runner at second here in the top half of the 10th. Up the middle, Donovan. The throw to first, and there's 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now time called at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Chris Roycroft gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The left-hander on now, Steven Matz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And that's in there for strike one. Matz, 33 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Step off throw to first. Back in safe, really close.
Ball 1.
Squirts away a little bit.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Acuna off of first with 2 away. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and the lead runner puts on the brakes at second. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Starling Marte looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a foul out of play. Lined, and that's a base hit. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. In the dirt. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 4 runs already in the frame, and here in extra innings. Next offering is downstairs. There's your strike. 95 of that one.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. First and second, 2 down. The shortstop takes a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just missed. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And they're all loaded up.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So bases all loaded up. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate, and that misses as well.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Steven Matz won't go any further, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. John King will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Two outs, bases full. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. That's in there. That's strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Zips it across, and that takes care of Alonso. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. One down. Mason Wynn will hit next. Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Max Kranick.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Right through there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
So it's their last chance in this one. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Strike on the outside.
And the count is 0-2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Foul ball still 0-2. This could end it. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And they'll do it again. Man at second. On the ground, and this should do it. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Ivan Herrera now at the plate. Up the middle. Base hit and a run in to score. Alec Burleson, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in extra innings. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. On to first, ball game. And the Mets take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
Final score here today, 10-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.